Welcome back. In this video we're going to look at a website called Thinglink, Thinglink.com. I've registered as a teacher. You can register as a teacher or as a student. So basically, let's look at the packages that are available to start with. I'm going to go right up to upgrade and compare the plans. And you can see that the Basic Education Edition is free. It allows you to work alone, to have up to 100 students, but to not group them. These groups you could think of as classes. So if I have 100 students but they're divided into 3 classes, I'm not going to be able to group them. They're all going to be basically in one section. And then it shows you a lot of the tools that they have, and obviously the paid version includes more of those tools. So it's a simpler thing if you don't take the paid version. And then the first level up, the Pro Teacher, is $35 a year. So if this is something that you use a lot and you find your students are really benefiting from, maybe you want to solicit your school and see if you can get an account. Okay, let's look at some other options before we jump into the meat of it. If you click on me, it's going to bring, these are available tutorials, by the way, so that's very nice. They pop up. I think that's very well done. Posting to your channels, deleting a student, creating a student, so very useful. Okay, and this is just basically bringing you to your dashboard and showing you the things that you already have. Under the waffle are your settings, which I'm not going to go through in any details. It's just name and contact information, and a Thinglink ID. Okay, so this is used in as a WordPress plugin and several other places. And other things in there include groups that you may have, your ability to upgrade, the help menu, and to log out. Okay, students. This will just keep a list of the students who have joined your particular group or your particular class, so you can manage them here. There's an Explore link, and this is just showing you, this is right now showing you featured content that's been posted to Thinglink. It is, of course, searchable. I don't think that's probably the best search, but let's see. Okay. Let's click on one of them. Okay. Now let's look at what you can actually create in Thinglink. Okay, so you have a couple of options. You have to start with an image. So you're going to upload from your hard drive. You're going to get a URL from the web. You can bring it in from Facebook or Flickr, or you can choose an image and drop and drag it here. So let's find an image from the web. Let's try it that way. We'll say and of course, if I want to get a URL of an image itself in Google, I want to click this View Image button, and that's going to give me an address just to the image. So let's do this from the web just because it's a little easier. And there you go. So it brings it in. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, fit it to the screen. So yeah, that's a good picture. It's well cropped as it is, so I'm simply going to save the image. Let's see what that does. Okay, so that brings the image into my area of Thinglink, and now I can edit it. It's bringing me back to that same window, and I can click anywhere. And here now I can add an additional hyperlink, so a link or image address. Let me get one here. Oop, where are we? There we are. I'm just going to put that in there. It should load up after a second. There you go. And this is some default text that it brought in. Or I can change this out and say, okay, you can see that you have some basic editing tools here. I won't go into them. Bold, italics. You can put a hyperlink right back into text, lists, etc. So basic things. If you want more styling options, you upgrade. Now, this by default is the way that this link will appear. So someone will see the target on your Thinglink, and if they click on it, this is what will pop up. But you can customize that. Let's go through and take a look. I can change that out for a large image. That will take a second before it actually loads. There you go. It's a combination of image and a little bit of text. This is straight image. And then there's text. Okay, so you have some different options. I'm going to stick with the custom for right now. And I'll try some other things. I'll click here. Okay, top 10 things to do in Florence. And I'll put in that address. And it's going to give me a lot of text. It gives me a nice scroll bar as well to handle that. And I'll just say, let me do one more. Clean this up a little bit. It really does a nice job of building this for you. I find that there's very little need to edit. So let's save this for now. I'm sure you get the idea. And here we go. So now as people see the image and mouse over, they will get a nice pop-up image and the option to read more, which will bring them out to another website. So a nice way of organizing information, a nice way to have your students organize information. A couple of other options when you're in Thinglink. Of course, we can go full screen. You can post this to an existing Thinglink channel that you have, or you can create one. So I'm going to create one here. That's just a way of organizing information. So I have my channel here, and I'll just post it there. Okay, I can share it, and the two methods for sharing would be to take this hyperlink. Let me open up another browser. See, and that's how your users are going to see it, or people that you share that link with. Always opens those links in a new tab. Or you can use this embed code to put it right into one of your web pages, whether that be a Google site, a WordPress site, Moodle web page, or any other place you can get at the HTML to insert this tag will work. You can also share it directly on all of these services, okay, from Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, etc. So quite a few. The last option you see here is to untouch an image, and we're going to flip back to the other view. This is the user's view, and notice that they have certain options that come up with the image. So not only can they visit the hotspots, but they can touch it, which is simply a way of liking it or connecting to it. Of course, they have to have an account and be signed in. The general functions will work without that, but if they wanted to touch it, be part of the network, they would have to have an account. They can also share it. So this is a very public image, and in the sharing process, they can copy it to a clipboard. They can see it full screen, or post it themselves, again needing to have an account to do so. Okay, users without accounts would have the option to browse the space for other things, learn more about Thinglink. And this EDU link is very interesting. They have premium services such as creating videos, 360-degree photos, etc. That does require a premium account. Let me jump back to my free account here. If I go to me, it brings me essentially to my dashboard. I can see that I have my things here. And then there's videos and virtual reality options. Here are my channels, so you can see that I have one channel, Rich's Italy. People who are following, or people who are following me, or people I am following, some statistics on views and stuff like that. I can look at touches over here to see that this has been touched one time. So lots of nice social media features, the types of things that you'd expect. Great little tool, simple to use, kids love it, and it's got real educational value.